Good morning, welcome back to Kanchanaburi. Today we're going to be looking at something that's really deep in Kanchanaburi's history. That's the bridge on the River Kwai. We're going to be having a look over the bridge. It's early morning, it's only 7 AM. I'll try to get here before all the tourists. You still get the odd one. And hopefully we'll be able to see the train as well. And then we're going to go and have a look at the museum, and the best museum in Kanchanaburi. From the reviews, from people I've talked to, this is the one that depicts the most truth from what everyone's been saying. So yeah, we're going to have a look at the bridge first, and I'll give you a little brief rundown, but I don't want to go too much into it. We'll have a look at that in the museum. No point in me talking about it now with my brief knowledge when we can go to the railway museum and find out more. Now, I won't drag it out. I'll try and make it as interesting as possible. I know this isn't for everyone, but it is a big part of the war, the history of the war, and a lot of the men, women who fought in it. And unfortunately, this was part of the forced labour. Now, the part I'm walking over right now is where the camp was for the forced labourers, for the POWs who were working on the bridge, which is the bridge is right here, so it makes sense. But yeah, this was actually where the camp was, and here's the bridge. Now, the bridge was built or made by the Japanese, who forced the labour onto the Allied POWs and Asians. Now, it was destroyed by Allied bombing just after the war, but it was constructed in 1942. And when it was bombed, I believe there's only 2 of the pillars that are still remaining from the original bridge, which was rebuilt after the war. Like I say, we'll look more into the history of that when we go to the museum. But it was going for 250 miles from Thailand up to Burma for a supply line for the Japanese. And yeah, the atrocities that went on here was what the Japanese inflicted. The Japanese army was really bad. Right, we'll get up on the bridge and have a look round, have a look down. Well, this railway is known as the Death Railway. The story has it that for every sleeper on the 250-mile railway, there was somebody died constructing it. And that is the River Kwai. Oh, it's a very popular place. It's like I say, it's only just after 7 o'clock in the morning now. When you're coming up to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you can't move. It is really, really busy. So if you are coming to visit, I would advise coming as early as possible, and you've got all this to yourself, or a couple of people. You've got plenty of things you can do while you're here. There's street food markets on either end of the bridge, and you can actually walk down when the train's coming across, and you have these little platforms, and you can just wait and see when the train comes past. Beautiful surroundings. Really, really amazingly beautiful places, Kanchanaburi. You have all the river restaurants, riverboat restaurants. See all these ones, and there's a few down here. Every night they'll be up and down the river playing the music, and you get like buffet dinners and everything like that. They look really good. Bit expensive, mine. But what do you expect? They have little discos on and things like that, and like you say, you have buffets and everything. Then you've got all your little boats, like kick the boat in the daytime. You can hire them privately. Go for a little private tour up and down the river. And they're not that expensive, especially if there's a few years. I think you can get them for about 1,000 baht, and then you'll be out for a couple of hours. So for $25, £20, it's not a lot, or just over. Exchange in the description. You see, people are just starting to arrive now. Yeah, it's a really beautiful place. It's off season, well, low season at the minute as well, so it's still really busy. Come another half an hour. There's a sign at the end of the bridge. You want to pause that and have a read through. And there's the bridge at the train on the top. Well, I was going to show you the train arriving and driving over the bridge, but it's not for another 3 hours. I was going to stick around if it was an hour or something like that. I'd stick around and wait, because you've got loads of street food stalls. They're all just starting to set up, so the tourists haven't just arrived yet. But yeah, waiting 3 hours, and I'm going to see it plenty of times. I'm going to be able to show it in plenty of other vlogs while I'm here. I'm here for nearly another week, and I come on the same train. I come here from Bangkok on exactly the same train, the old third class, Thonburi to Nakhon something, I can't remember. But yeah, I'll show you the train station, and then we'll get off to the cemetery and the museum. So you got loads of cafes, street stalls, and they're all decent priced. They're not priced for the tourists. They're a little bit more than what they are on the back streets, but you expect that. But they're not expensive. Ready, Cap? There you go, another cafe over the road, toilet, everything you need. Right, we'll get off to the cemetery and the War Museum. I'm just on River Kwai Road. The museum doesn't open for another hour. I want to be first in the door. But I just thought I'd stop in and get a quick bite to eat on, like I say, River Kwai Road. You have these places all the way up and down the roads. There's bananas, I believe they're coconut cakes, all your meat. It's a really popular place around here. That's where you've got like all the Aussie bar, and you've got a Lotus over the road. Yeah, there's plenty going on. I've just got myself one of my favourites. If you've watched the channel, a few times. Sticky rice with banana, and this one's got red beans in it as well. Some of them have red beans in, some of them have light cheese, some have peanuts. Now we're at the war cemetery. This is about 1.5 miles away from the bridge. Where you're coming into the cemetery, there's a couple of people just reading up on things. So I won't talk while they're going through there. I'll just go to the different places where things have been written. And you can pause it and have a read through. And I can catch up again when I'm actually in the cemetery, where there's nobody about. I just don't want to be disturbing people. There's actually 2 cemeteries in Kanchanaburi that we know about. One of them has 7,000 and the other one's 2,000 people. This one's 7,000, the biggest one, and that's closest to the railway museum just over the road there. I'll go in and check it out.
So right here we're at one of 2 cemeteries where the soldiers that were captive that were building a railway station, a railway actually from Burma to Thailand, which is now Thailand. We're all building cemeteries. You can see here, they all have Christian crosses.
Someone recording a program there. I didn't know a lot, to be honest with you. Building the railway station. We're building a railway track, mate. 250 miles, probably 400 kilometres. So that actually said, well, I didn't know that, but Thai-Bootsat, there's another cemetery there. I mean, Kanchanaburi, there's your city here, and then the province of Kanchanaburi is, I think it's the 3rd largest province in Thailand. So it's very big, even though it only has, I think, about 900,000 people living here. I won't go too much into the cemetery. I just wanted to show you how well it was kept. It's really, really nice. It's good to see that it's being kept so nicely up, so well. I've been to Kanchanaburi, I think this is my 5th time. And I come past these every time I come. I go to the railway, I go to the museums. it's just nice to catch up and keep up with your history. There's the railway museum where we're going to be going. Oh, you can see I've just a few there. It's so sad to see 26-year-old, 27-year-old, 31-year-old, 30-year-old. Oh, doesn't bear thinking about it, really doesn't. Yeah, these are the ones that were buried together in two graves. And here we have the Jeath Railway Museum and Research Centre. Now on either side you've got loads of souvenir shops, restaurants, so you can pick up plenty of things when you're here if you like souvenirs and what have you. It's still 10 to, but it says it's open, so I'm going to try my luck. I want to be in nice and early. Just in case you want to do one of the trips. Give that a pause and I'll give it a read. That's disappointing but understandable. You're not allowed to take videos, but you are allowed to take photos. I mean, if you're going on people taking videos and when they're talking over and disturbing people, I could understand that. I wasn't going to do that. I was just going to keep it silent. But what I'll do is, I'll just do quick run-throughs with the video, and obviously keep it silent. And I'll just get the odd bits in here and there, and the most important bits, things that I think are most important for you to see. Yeah,
video.
Yeah, it's photos on. I'm time lapsing of photos.
Kanchanaburi's headquarters sent us on an exploratory mission to the area known as Tamakam. We returned persuaded that the construction of the railway line in 1 year, and with only 5 regiments of engineers, was impossible. In spite of our findings, General Headquarters ordered us to start work immediately. Those who were most surprised by the decision to build a railway line in this region were the Thai themselves.
And there's the museum. Well, I hope I give you a good reflection of what went on in the Second World War, the atrocities inflicted by the Thais and the Japanese on the prisoners of war and the Asian people themselves, the Thais, the Burmese. So yeah, I hope you got a good look into that. There was nobody at all in the museum while I was there, so it might look like I was doing videos at some point, but I just wanted to give you a true depiction of what it's like, a true liking of what it's like, what it was like in that time. And you couldn't do that by taking photos. I mean, I never talked. I believe that they only don't let people with videos because people talking over when other people are trying to read, and it'll maybe stop people from coming to see it if they've seen it on a video. But I think if you're here, you're going to come and see it anyway. There's nothing that can show you by watching it on screen to what it's like in real life, but it'll give you a good idea if you can't make it to Kanchanaburi. Well, thanks for watching, as always. Hope you can join me on the next vlog of Kanchanaburi. We're also going to catch up with Hellfire Pass as well at some point while I'm here. It's about 45 miles away, about 70 kilometres. So when I go out there to do other vlogs, I'll catch that at the same time. So we are going to see where the actual railway was built through the rocks and the hardships that they had to go through to do that. I hope you can join me on the next vlog and have a good day.